Hello and good morning. You are back with the crew. Thanks for spending some time with me. We are, as you can see, back here on the boat, and it's a fine morning. A bit sunny in the old eyes here. I may have to put the sunglasses on. Today I want to talk about something that everybody thinks they know what it is, and nobody has any idea or clue actually what money is. Do you really know what money is? Do you have any ideas? You've been told your whole life that you have to work for it. You've been told your whole life to save it. You've been told that it is power and it changes your life experience and it makes you a better person the more you have of it. All of these are kind of basic myths, if you ask me. Those are all myths. Money is nothing more than energy. Energy can come in almost every form. But your belief in money and your belief in energy and your belief in what I would call the transmittability. Is that even a word? Transmittability. I believe it is. We'll go with it this morning here. In other words, what you believe money to be can be money. For instance, I believe there's over 150 different things that we call money and fiat form around the world. Well, how is it that you can take a dollar from, I don't know, Denmark, and you bring it to New York City, and now it's not money? Well, it was money in Denmark. How come it's not money here? I'm a human, they're a human. I want to buy whatever it is, a bottle of water. I want a bottle of water over there. How come it has no value here? Sure, you could bring it to the bank, exchange it, and then pay a commission and all the rest of that. You get where I'm going with this. Money is what they've told us it is. Here, you believe that this piece of paper or this digit is money. It truly is nothing more than trust. If you know that money is trust, then you have to decide, do you trust the people who gave you the money? Ooh, that's a bit hot yet. It's early. Do you trust the people that gave you the money? Well, when it comes to an employer or a job or a financial institution in which you've earned the money, yeah, you pretty much earn it. You believe in that. You get it. You know, it's worked in the past. Every Friday you get paid or whatever it may be, that you actually receive this thing that's called money. But when countries and particular politicians and major banks do what's called print money, as we like to commonly term, it's actually not that. It's really what's happening when you talk about money. Most people don't even know that banks create money. Banks create the money. Do you trust banks? Well, we used to, and some of us still do. Most people still do. But why do we trust them? They keep failing. They fail all the time. Banks all around the world fail all the time. Many times we wouldn't even hear about the failing because they just get picked up by another bank just to, sweep it under the rug so none of us really hear about it. Well, banks are failing more and more and more. And it's because people want to be more responsible for what they own. People would like to get more interest than the banker is giving them. Bankers don't give you any interest. Anybody that's gone in and tried to get any kind of interest from a bank is not getting anything. I mean, you get 0.00 something, right? It's ridiculous. But the interest rates have gone way up. So 2 years ago, you used to be able to buy a house for 3% interest, and now it's 8% interest, and it's gone up, 5% to you on a nominal rate. But yet, you go to the bank and you put money in the bank, are you getting 5% more? Oh, let's even split the difference with them. Are you getting 2.5%? No, you're not even getting 2% total. It's sad, but that's the way the system is rigged. And let's call it what it is. It's rigged that way. Yet they still go broke. So let's talk about how they get the money. So the Fed basically says, oh yeah, you're good for it, which is central bankers basically say the Fed's good for it. We won't get into that in this video. So they say, oh yeah, you're good for it. So when you buy something, or when you purchase a home, or you write a loan, or you want to buy whatever it may be, a nice fine boat, you've created that money then. That money didn't exist until you wrote your name on that lien, or that mortgage that says, hey, yeah, I'm good for it. I'll make those payments every month. Well, now that money was created, paid the boat or the house off, and now you owe for the next 15 to 30 years, whatever it might be, plus interest. Bank gets interest, as we just talked about. Pretty simple stuff, but a lot of people, it's good to have a refresher. So how do we fix the bankers being in control? How do we fix that? How do we get a better system, a more fair, equitable system for all parties involved? Glad you asked. We finally got to the damn video here, Allan. What happens, what I think will happen, is we're gonna create, it's gonna be autonomous of some sort, but there's going to be decentralized banking systems to where you're going to go in and you're going to apply, and it's going to be all on smart contract, and you're going to say, okay, I'll pay this for this house, but I'm not paying that for that interest rate. And you're going to be able to compete as coin holders, bankers. The system is going to compete with each other for your business. Notice how I added a player into that. People who have large amounts of, whether it be XRP, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be whatever it is, that it's gone up so much in value that we're at a point to where it's held as collateral in banking institutions. And as you and I know, that's happening right now everywhere. So if that happens, then those people are competing with people who have a large, let's say, wallet, but you're going to be connected, like I said, in a decentralized, autonomous account. And you're going to want interest on that without giving your keys away. You and I are going to be able to hold our keys because you're the principal owner of said collateral. When that day comes, that's how you're going to generate monthly and annual income from your crypto. So when people ask me all the time, well, I don't understand staking, Allan, I don't understand how this whole thing's going to work. How are we going to continue to loan and make loans for other people who can't afford to buy it cash outright? Or the other question I get a lot is, well, what if somebody says, hey, Allan, why would I sell you're always telling me not to sell my crypto. How am I going to make money? Well, I just explained that to you. The other question I get is, a lot of people say, well, that'll all work, but the bankers are going to control everything. No, because let's go back to the original part of the video. It's all about trust. And if we can build a trustless, Web3, decentralized, even peer-to-peer, person-to-person, with smart contracts, you're going to be able to outcompete your local bank, because you don't have 10 employees, and you don't have the brick building, and you don't have all the overhead and all the computers. You're going to be able to borrow from your uncle who was smart enough to buy enough Bitcoin or buy enough XRP, and now it's gone up in massive value around the planet, not competing against, it's competing against all 150 currencies, in real-time trust value. You see where I went with that? You see where this whole thing is going? You have to, I just told you, we don't trust the currency from Denmark or wherever. It comes here and it's like, I can't take that. In Mexico, they're not going to take a Deutschmark or whatever you bring to their country. I have no idea what that is. I don't want it. We just created true, real value on a decentralized, peer-to-peer network. Sure, it's not here yet. entirely, globally. But just think about the day when it comes. That's going to be the day when you and I can compete with the likes of whatever, B of A or whatever bank, you know, Barclays or whoever. How are they going to compete with you? They can't. They won't. So the wealth of the future and the generations coming after you and I, the pioneers of cryptocurrency, are going to be the new Morgan Stanley family, the new Morgans, and the new generational wealth that you're creating currently today. And I'm talking about, I don't even care how many coins you own. It doesn't matter. It's not going to take a lot. I've talked about that in other videos. I'm going to talk about that again in future videos. But I really, my son and I are really headed towards the basics of what all this means in adoption going forward. And I really, really hope you understand what I went over there. I'm not going to make this video too complicated so that you can go over that again and really hear it for what I said about the way we're going to generate income, or we're going to compete with each other. It doesn't cost you anything to loan your coins out. And this old system of brick and mortar can't compete with you and I doing that. Okay, I hope you got that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep it short so we can all kind of get into that one. And I got many other videos coming. And if you'd really like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, obviously. But also, we have a new site that you can check out. It's called thestaplecrew.info. And please go over there and you can find further content that I could talk about a little more freely. And we discuss everything in life. Father and son, and my wife and I share content about our lives, about the future of all of our lives, and where it's all headed and how much fun we're all going to have. All right, guys, I hope you got something from that, and I am out. Thank you. So have you ever noticed there's two kind of people you meet? And there's the guy that says, well, you know, I just don't know enough about crypto. You know, I'm kind of busy and I'm doing my thing, and, you know, soccer practice. And, yeah, I'd like to know more about it, but I just don't have the time. And then you got the other guy. Yeah, you know the guy. Mr. I got the whole world figured out. You know, however, he's a whatever. He makes, you know, big money, you know, $25 an hour. Big money guy. He's got it all figured out. He's got all the answers, and the one thing he knows is crypto. Only idiots buy that. Yeah, he'll sit right there and he'll be 4 beers in and laugh in your face at what a fool you are. How stupid are you? Hey, can you turn that ball game up? I can't hear the score. The score's important today. Yeah, like this team is beating that team and they're passing the ball around. That's important. Let's turn that up. Gotta love them. Love y'all.